Hey guys, so this is going to be a little bit of a different type of a video I want to make just because I need to make this for accountability and just actually be open and honest about where I've been mentally this past entire year and changes I need to make going forward. So, as kind of a background, this entire past year, I basically maintained a very, very low lean body weight that has been, frankly, a complete hell to maintain. I honestly like the only reason I've been able to maintain this level of conditioning and low body weight that my body doesn't want, like being like, in the 170s, being, training super, super hard, being 6 feet tall, with, a ton of gross stimulus, is really taking its toll on me. And I'm noticing I've just had progressively worse recovery issues. More I'm always tired, um, really worn out, extremely hungry all the time, having to eat pounds and pounds of fruits and vegetables, maintaining, you know, pretty high activity levels just to maintain this body weight. And honestly, if you were to ask me like why are you doing this? Like why, Adam, are you trying to hinder your growth? And I don't really have any good answer. Other than, I think that I've had some struggles with my past come up with this past year. For those of you who don't know, I've struggled with anorexia and kind of an eating disorder and pretty bad body dysmorphia for the better part of the past 10 years. Um, Off and on, and every single time that it kind of comes down to it, whenever I do go and, even though I do know that long term, like I want to be more muscular, I want to get stronger, I want to be the best powerlifter I can be. um it's surprisingly difficult breaking these habits of, you know walking around, constantly, eating spinach and lettuce for dinner, 3 pounds of fruit per day, super high fiber, like voluminous foods, just to maintain a certain body weight and condition that is, my body's kind of screaming at me at this point to just grow. And I know that I'm not the only person who does deal with this. For example, Ben Pollock, if you guys don't know who he is, was he had made a video, it's kind of spurred me to make this video opening up. Um, about things where he was constantly just not feeling good, trying to constantly live in a state of caloric restriction while training super hard, like, upwards of 2 to 3 hours per day, which is basically what I do, trying to be a top level performance athlete. um, and it's taken its toll psychologically, physiologically, and I'm making this video for a couple of reasons. I don't want you to think like, oh my gosh, like what was Adam? Because ultimately, like this was a choice that I did make. But it severely hindered my growth and progress in the past year in terms of muscle growth, strength gain, and all this stuff. Like it was kind of cool, novel to me, honestly, like because I've never been able to stay this lean and whatnot, for such a long time. And this has kind of proven to me that, like, if I do get to the point down the line where, like, I do want to stay a little bit leaner, I'm not as interested in making, crazy progress, then I can absolutely maintain this leanness and body composition, fairly easily, because I have you know, I have the skill set to do it. Um, However, I have a lot of room to grow and a lot of room to get stronger. And at this point, I was holding myself back for no good reason, not letting myself eat and not letting myself, um, actually grow and put on muscle, and gain body weight. It's been weird because I've definitely had to, look back at my own mindset recently with how have I been around food and weight. And I've been in this mindset of having to maintain, for no good reason, again, the 170s. And my body, frankly, right now is sick of it. It's screaming at me to grow. I want to be able to become the best powerlifter I possibly can be able to be strong, feel strong, not go to bed hungry, train hungry, always be hungry and tired and wanting to sleep. Um, that's no way to live. And um, it's going to be a little bit tough for me because I'm going to have to tell my past voice of my eating disorder, even though I am quote unquote more recovered. I also understand that the reason why I'm struggling with this is because of my past, is because of my history. I also understand that I'm the only person that can change this, and I am posting this for just accountability purposes. Basically, Project Big Adam has started. Um, I'm going to let myself gain weight. I'm going to do what's necessary for me to become the best person, the best athlete I want to be, actually get to my goals and not regret it. Because, like, basically, I have never, this past year, I regret a lot of things. I regret not being uncomfortable. I regret not letting myself and like do what I know I should do to be the best person I can be. And frankly, it's just a choice right now. And I'm just at the point where I'm sick of it. I know I have so much more left to prove for my strength and my, muscle growth. And I want to show you guys the process, and I want to share how I'm feeling with having conversations like this more frequently, because I don't think this is something that's talked about enough in the fitness industry. A lot of people that you do see who are very, very lean year round and whatnot, they do make pretty drastic trade-offs with their lifestyle, um, and performance goals and progress, to maintain certain levels of leanness, and that's fine for them, right? If they're happy with where they're at, that there's nothing wrong with that. And there might become a time for myself where when I do just decide, hey, I'm happy with my body weights. I don't really feel a need to get much bigger. And I feel good here, and blah 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 blah. But it's not 177 pounds. 175 pounds ish range for me. It's much heavier. It's much more muscular. My body just screaming at me for the fuel it needs to grow. And I'm excited for the progress because I know what's in store for me. um I'm also know this is going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be hard for me. It's going to be a little bit of a scary thing. um but I know that I have to do this, or else I'll regret not doing what's necessary to reach my goals. I don't want to have the same feeling I had at my last powerlifting meet, knowing that I left so much potential on the platform because I just was scared to eat for no good reason, and gain weight and doing what my body was screaming at me to do, and what I know is best for myself. So I know this is kind of a heavy video, but it's something I need to get off my chest and document my journey, because I want to be able to look back on this and say, from 1 year from now, be much more jacked and strong, and have this video just telling myself like, this is worth it. You have to do this. This is what you must do. This is what you want to do. Actually, you want to see results. You don't want to leave your potential, because I have no doubt in my mind I can be one of the best lifters alive if I do what's necessary, if I'm willing to be temporarily uncomfortable to reach my goals, because that's ultimately going to make me happiest. So I guess this is episode 1 of my journey to a larger human being stronger. And I want to be open and honest with you guys about how I'm feeling, take you along for the journey. I have a meets picked out. I'm doing a deadlift only competition on June 5th. And then I have another full power meet later this year, before I turn 24 and officially could be in the open class. But I'm ready to show and really unleash my true athletic potential, because I've been holding myself back, and I'm not going to let that happen anymore. I'm going to do what I have to do to reach my goals, be uncomfortable, because I know that I will regret it if I don't. And yeah, anyways, uh, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did get to this point, for your all of your support, those of you guys who stick around and whatnot, I'm going to be better, and I'm going to keep putting out helpful content, and also start applying myself more and doing what I know is necessary to reach my goals, and I guess practice what I preach a little bit more. Because I do mostly practice it, but this is one area where I really do struggle with. So yeah. Anyways, this is episode 1 of Project Big Adam, and it's time to get freaking jacked and massive, and I'm excited. I'm excited and I'm freaking terrified, but I know that it's going to be worth it in the end. So anyways, thank you guys for watching.